Hello, and welcome to another great online library resource. Today we have a versatile and impressive resource called Opposing Viewpoints in Context. It's found in most school library media database collections and also in the Multnomah County and the Washington County Library collections. This resource is great because it has great support for reading, thinking, and writing. I'd like to show you around the database a little bit. The home page here has a lot of issues that you might be interested in. It has topic categories and then subtopics underneath, and these are just suggestions. You can also, on any of the pages, browse the issues that they have collected in their database. There's quite a few of them. And if you want to, they also have subheadings that you can go to just to narrow it down a little bit. Now we're going to go back to the home page here ourselves and take a look at what they have. It's just a wide variety of issues. And they're contemporary and meaningful. This really makes thinking about these issues for students much more engaging. So the issues range from things like age of consent, anti-Semitism, space exploration, capital punishment, outsourcing, inflation, national disasters. Today we're gonna look at smartphones. Now each topic, once it comes up, at the top it'll have a kind of a summary. You can view more on this article, and it is a summary that the authors have done about the topic. So it's usually not real long, but there's some meat to it. You can always go back, and that's nice to get an overview about the topic, but for me, it's always the hardest thing is to narrow it down to what I really want to read and write about, because this really is pretty much what this database is about. So in reading, all of these articles have been vetted by librarians and other education people. And there's a lot of things that they put into these databases that you think, oh, I always wish that was in my database. One of the things is that the articles, let's take a look at one. Smartphones will benefit classroom learning. So whether you believe in that or not, let's take a look at that. One of the handy tools that they have is this listening device right here. If you're having trouble reading any of these words, let's see if I can get it to start here.
As you read, consider the following questions. 1. In Soloway's opinion, for students, why do smartphones trump devices with larger screens and keyboards?
So you can see that's a really useful device to have the computer be able to read to you, especially if you've got headphones and are not disturbing everyone. Another really useful device is this Translate. Every article can be translated in up to 13 different languages. You just select the language and press Translate. And voila, you can practice your German. Now, writing is also very well supported in this database. Let's take a look back at the articles again, how they're structured. Each article, many of the articles are one-sided, but right next to that article you're going to find another one from a different perspective. So we have these two right next to each other. Smartphones will benefit classroom learning. right next to smartphones do not benefit classroom learning. And then something about mobile banking on smartphones. So that's might be something about this issue, but smartphones could expose you to bacteria. But then Airtel unveils Apple's iPhone 5 for Tanzania. So are phones good for you or are phones bad for you? That's part of what's in the news there. The variety of the different articles reflects the resources for writing assignments, especially all kinds of persuasive writing, also expository writing. And also, I didn't even tell you about the citations yet. So each article, as I showed you, comes up. So at the bottom of each article in this database, without exception, there is a citation, properly written in the MLA format. So I want to point out that the word source citation is not part of the citation, that you begin here right below that and copy all of this down to, but not including the document URL. Then put this in your sources cited, your citation page, or your bibliography, whichever you've decided to, or your teachers have decided that you should call it. The document URL, I'm not even sure. If you copy this and try to put it into a browser, it's not going to take you to this web page because this is a paid database that your library has provided for you. So I find this very exciting because you can, of course, just copy it and just paste it right into your document. Now, additionally, I want to show you this resource. From the home page, from every page, has this button on it right here. It says Resources. Now, these resources, you'll notice that there's an entire column of them just for us librarians. Yay! So, good stuff for us. Then there's over here for the general public, people who are using this database, there are little tutorials on how to get the most out of searching through this database. And also about the reading levels that we talked about. There's a tip sheet. Also, there's an app for your smartphone, how to get into these databases. Teachers, there's some free lesson plans right here. They're some pretty much the star lessons that some teachers have put together. But I think by far the most valuable spot on this whole page is this Tools for Getting Started and Wrapping Up. This is a whole list of different kinds of things that students need or anyone needs to be able to write a good paper. It's how to judge information, choose a topic, write a topic sentence, make an outline, read and interpret graphs, cite a source, write a conclusion, write a thesis statement, create visuals, all these different things that are so often either overlooked or not done well in writing. These are resource pages that can be assigned as a whole lesson. So going back to the home page and wrapping up, I want to reiterate that opposing viewpoints in context text supports reading, thinking, and writing. That I hope for you that you will continue to always remember and never forget. Stay curious, ask questions, find answers. And that's it for tonight for another great online library resource, and thanks for watching.